Hi guys, like I said, I wasn't gonna let it be a long wait again. I'm sticking to my promise. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Today we're going to be doing a Mercury retrograde inspired look, since it is that time of year and electronics are going crazy and people are going crazy and my life is trying to go crazy, but not today. So tune in guys. We're gonna go over all of the Sephora must-haves. We're gonna see what we're getting for those VIB sales, what you should get, and also like some really dope items that are coming out soon. So stay tuned for this look and those recommendations. Love you guys. Check it out. So we're gonna dive right in, since this is basically my favorite concealer in the game, and also usually what I use for my lids. And the Sephora item, we can use it today. So this is going to be the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, and this is shade Caramel because I always go a little bit lighter on my eyelids. And for the look today, so I'll either use this or Butterscotch when it comes to the shades, but for the look I'm going for, I'm going to need Caramel. Okay, so for skin, and my favorite primer at Sephora, or one of my top three, Hydro Grip. This is my third bottle so far, so I definitely like it, and I use way too much. My skin has just been going through it. You see I got a little friend up here, she got a cousin over here and a sister over here, so I'm just going to put Hydro Grip everywhere. And this is not 1 pump or 2 pumps, it's probably 3, so don't judge me. It's just what I like to do as a barricade for my skin from all this makeup I'm about to put on, because I love makeup, but you know, I want to also look okay when I'm not wearing makeup, so sometimes I go a little heavy-handed on the primer. And for my eyelid today, it's actually inspired by Miss Benty Vegas on Instagram, and also because it's Mercury and also because it's Mercury and that's how you know it's real. And also because it's Mercury retrograde, I'm going to use the Mercury retrograde palette by Huda and bring some color. So doing something a little different today, but I'm excited. I usually don't do like inspo looks on the page, more so like just personal creation looks, or oops, we ran into that look. So I'm really excited to actually be doing like a specific look for you guys. Be that peach color located right there. My first encounter with the Huda shadow was not good. It was Desert Dusk, and I did not know how her shadows worked. I was wearing Anastasia every day, which back then, you know, they had that really buttery formula during the time when Desert Dusk first came out. So I was like, I thought all shadows had to be there or better, but Huda is on a learning curve. Her newer products, after Huda Nude came out, definitely came out with more of a buttery content. So this one is one of those, but on average, it was a little harder to work with. Had to dig in the pan a little bit, so. And I love the payoff of a good peach. It actually looks pink, but I think it's my shirt that's pulling it pink, but it's okay. So speaking of like palette releases that you guys need to get during this sale, and that I'm definitely reaching for if I don't already have it, the first being the Natasha Denona. She has a trio chrome, you guys know I struggle with that word, palette coming out. She just released these liquid eyeshadows, but now she has them like in a palette form. It's not the smaller palettes that she's been making over the last couple of months. The $65 is going to be one of her $129 palettes, so definitely a big buy. But that 20% off can definitely help if it's something that you were already interested in, or if you want to try her trio chromes but then also get a couple of other shades in there. I think it's definitely worth it, because if you were buying that single liquid eyeshadow, it was 29 bucks, so that's $30 for 3. That's 60 bucks already, so you're halfway there. So I definitely would invest if, you know, you're into that. Another one I would say you guys should definitely aim for is the Mothership Mega. That palette is $78. And if you guys aren't familiar with her brand, she released a collection with Star Wars last holiday season, and it sold out really fast. And so this gives people the opportunity to get those shades, and also 6 new shades that are in the middle. So pretty. And then the shade that we're going to next is called Hot Mess. But it definitely gives you the opportunity to get those shades. And also, if you are not ready to spend your money on the mothership, they're $125, so a good bit of money, but you want more than the 6 shades that come in the 6-pan palettes. It's also a really nice choice for you, because you're getting 18 shades for $78. The pans are smaller. I have one on the way. It's not here yet, so I can't really swatch or show you guys or give you my personal recommendation yet, but I will say that I've never been disappointed by a palette. I have all of her palettes, starting with the first mothership till now. I think I'm only missing like two of the smaller ones. I'm missing the Star Wars collection, which I will now have due to Mega Mothership. That really deep plum in this corner, and we're gonna put that on the outer V. I'm actually gonna use the same brush. I have a brush cleaner, a shadow switcher, so I always do this. Sometimes I'll put a little bit and then just blend it up, but being that I know exactly what I'm wanting, I know I need this a dark. To clean up, I am going to use Pat McGrath concealer, which is really nice. I should use this way more than I actually do, but some of my Pat stuff, guys, like, I don't like to bother on a regular day basis because I feel like some occasions aren't worth it. It's not worth my mother products, but I definitely should, because you gotta enjoy it. Like, yes, they're collector pieces, but you gotta use them. It's makeup. It's there to design and create. So I'm gonna use this Jaclyn Hill brush. Right, as of right now, I use all Mario products, and a couple of Peter Thomas Roth products. It's not a lot. It's more so like his facial mist, and I like his hydration moisturizer. It's called Water Drench. But other than that, like, I'm usually wearing Mario glycolic acid toner and his cleansing enzyme gel. I have a couple of his cleansers. And the Pat McGrath concealer has like this good amount of tack. You see it's very opaque. I was like just being patty over here, so that's why it looks like that. It's definitely not the formula. And I have hooded lids, so this always takes a little bit longer for me. There we go. Those are shaped similar. They're cousins. Not sisters, but cousins. Oh, and eyeshadows I forgot to mention, which, I mean, I can mention them because I'm still doing eyeshadow. The Pat McGrath Quaz. Coming out, I'm really excited. So the Quaz last year were Astro, so definitely a completely different formula than we're getting this year. But this is still her classic formula, so very excited. And I know a couple of people were mad because a couple of her latest palettes had a couple of repeats. But out of the quads, there are 12 shades, 11 are new, and only one is a repeat, and it is Blue Blood, which is gorgeous. And I actually have 2 Blue Bloods total. But it's a really pretty burgundy, perfect for fall and holiday, so it will get used. Gold Glitch and also Galaxy. So this shade and this shade. This brush, this one is nice, it's getting me coverage, but the payoff that I want, the payoff that I live for on a good lid color, because this is more of a blending brush and way fluffier, we aren't getting it, which is fine. We will succeed. I'm going to use my Peter Thomas Ross hydrating facial mist for my eyeshadow, and I'm just going to press that into my lid. You can also use your finger to kind of build this shade up. It does have foil flakes in it, which you'll probably see a little bit of. And the foils in here, you can always just move back and forth, and they kind of break up onto the eye because they are like pearl clusters. So just keep that in mind. Don't freak out if you get a hunk on your eye. Just blend it and it will definitely break down. Supernova. We're going to Supernova, which is that pretty shimmery pink. Perfumes, colognes, scents during the sale. It's usually when I buy my perfume, if I'm buying it from Sephora. Sometimes I buy it from Macy's as well. Oh my goodness, I almost broke my pad. Jesus be offense. Okay, so if you are thinking about getting perfume or cologne, it's the perfect time. They also have holiday kits, which I know some of you guys are aware of, so this might just be like a reiteration for some people, but in these holiday kits, they range from $60 to $68, and you have the capability of trying out multiple, like usually it's 8 or 9 different perfumes or colognes, and you basically get the sample done for as long as you want. I don't think there is an expiration date on it, because I've had friends and family who have kept it for extended periods of time before making their decision. They were judged. I wish I had that type of willpower. I don't. I have it for about 4 weeks before I decide if I can make it that long. And basically what you do is you go and get to try these different scents out on your like wrist, or however you wear your cologne on a normal day basis, and figure out how they work with your pheromones. And it's really cool because, you know, sometimes you'll buy perfume or cologne and you'll really like it, and then it gets on you, or your friend will be like, oh, this smells great, you should get it, and then you get it, and the way it smelled on them and the scent you kept complimenting them on, you're not getting. And it's because everybody's body has like their own balance, and so basically it gives you an opportunity to figure out if that scent works for your natural scent for your body. So it's really cool. And then you just turn it in and they give you your scent. Now be aware that, you know, some brands, Daisy is one of them, there is 1,004 different Daisies. So you have Daisy Love, and a couple of other ones. Whatever Daisy you see pictured in that box is the Daisy you'll get. You can't go in and see a Daisy Love and then get another scent. You will have to get the one that's featured on the box and the one that you have the little bottle of. So just be aware of that. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is foundation. And I haven't worn this in a couple of weeks. Jesus, pray that it still matches. This is Anastasia foundation in shade 440C. You can get this from there as well. And it is, honestly, I'll be real, it is a full coverage foundation, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that when I'm in the mood for that, and when I have those little bump cousins on my face. I want full coverage. Now, another thing I do when I have full coverage foundation on and I have all this fall out, I literally just go like this. Because I'm not about to clean up fallout. I know that is probably not the best advice to give, but that's really what goes down here. And the reason why is because you guys know I have that thick barrier on my skin, what we call primer. So I know the shadow really isn't just sitting in my skin, it's more so sitting in between my foundation and that. But this is one of my favorite foundations. I have been using it for over a year now, which is very rare. Another honorable mention, I love my Born This Way foundation. If you are wondering, I am shade I'm shade maple. I used to bounce back and forth in between maple and chestnut, but due to COVID keeping us out of the sun, I'm just maple. For concealer and highlight of that same brand, I use butterscotch. They do not have a butterscotch in foundation. So in the shade up after that will be butter pecan. I think they were trying to name it the same thing, and I feel like conversation got messed up because every other shade in that collection has the same name, and butter pecan and butterscotch is not the same thing. So just be mindful of that. Because I'm not sure if those shades are exact match because I am not butter pecan in the foundation, so I never buy it. But butterscotch is my go-to girl in the concealer, so I definitely reach for her. I just don't know the exact tone of the foundation. And as you can see, she gets full coverage real quick. Bump cousins who? Listen, I am going to use that butterscotch I was telling you guys about, and I'm going to top it off with caramel. I like to double highlight. And again, we don't need too much because as you can see, this foundation is full coverage, so we don't have to like kill ourselves with piling this on. Another thing I really haven't been doing lately is contouring. Judge me. Judge me. I don't have time. So I just hope bronze. And I know they have two different purposes, but I use my bronzer until it becomes a contour. To do what works for you. This is an excessive amount of concealer. Yada, 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 yada. Works for me. There's really no other concealers I want to try right now. I was trying to think of my list, but there is none. Like, this is my concealer in between Pat McGrath and Too Faced. So Jared, they got me. I'm covered. I don't really have anything else I'm aiming for at this time. I'm going to use Huda powder. You guys know I love Huda powder. I used to tear it up and shake kunafa. However, this is not kunafa. This is Blondie, and Blondie is light on me, and I can use Blondie in the winter, but I haven't used Blondie in a long time. So Jesus be offense. Jesus be offense. Jesus be offense. If you have dry skin, hence me, I, she, me, don't really go this direction. I don't mind it because I actually love Huda's powders and they set really well. Oh, this is Fenty and all the fingerprints. And then this is the empty pan, so you know I really love it. And Coco Naughty, and I already have backup, so I won't be getting it during this sale. But by the time the next sale comes around, that one should be hitting pan. So, and I actually wear this to work every day, so if I'm being honest, I'll probably hit pan on it before then. So I probably do need to get a backup during the sale and then just really evaluate it. But NARS always has like really cool blush palettes, so I'm not recommending this one because I don't know if it's still on there, but I am recommending that you get a NARS palette because you definitely have a lot of good pieces that comes with it. Blend both of these shades together and maybe even highlight my inner corner with this color. We'll see. but definitely a beautiful palette, and they always do really good with blushes. Like, you can't go wrong with the NARS blush. They put, like, think about Orgasm. They put so much time and effort. And then again, when they do them upside down like this, I don't know what shade is which. So I don't want to lie to you guys and tell you what shade it is. So we're just gonna apply their palettes. I actually have never tried a NARS eyeshadow. Oh no, I have a single eyeshadow, but I don't think that really counts because I swatched it. I didn't use it. But definitely something to reach for. And I was going to use Ginger Binge as by Fenty as my highlighter, but I think I'm just gonna go back into the NARS palette that I just closed for no reason. And I'm gonna get that highlighter color right here, and I'm just going to put it right here. And it is a little icy, so I'm being very cautious with it. And then I just put it right here, and then I just blend it upward and blend it downward. I repeat, this lip liner is not at Sephora. This is well bought by ColourPop. I don't really buy expensive lip liners. I guess this is good advice for yourself. I don't really buy expensive lip liners. I feel like ColourPop pretty much has every color I ever need. I'm trying to think, have I ever purchased one, but no, like, I just never found a need for it. Like, they're super creamy. They have a dupe to cork. They have a dupe to like literally every shade I need. And BFF3 is my all-time favorite. Just a little bit redder than I thought. I should have used BFF3. Oh well. But we are going to get our lips nice and juicy. So I'm gonna use, I don't think it's called Kat Von D anymore. So KVD, we're gonna use the KVD lipstick, and this is Lolita. So you know, their #1 selling shade. Super natural, super pretty. And I'm going to use this eye pencil. This is also not from Sephora, but Makeup Forever makes a waterline pencil that comes in like pretty natural neutral tones like this. So I would recommend grabbing that, because when you don't want to go white under your eyes, because it can be kind of stark, especially if you are a chocolate girl. Jackie taught me. You can always just go with a nude neutral and still get that like pop eyes wide open look. The next thing I'm going to do is we're going to go back into the palette. I'm going to get that peachy shade that we used when we first applied our eyeshadow look and put that directly under the eye. And sometimes, guys, like the way my eye is shaped, like it's so hard for me to get under there. And so I just close my eyes. I don't know if this is recommended. I don't know if you should do this. I'm just telling you what I do. It's like sometimes you could just use all the mattes. If you really feeling bold, you can use all the shimmers and just create that same eye look but under your eyes. Like, it's kind of like on water. You want to create that reflection effect. At the top, and this is She's Incredible. I think I actually used it in my last video, but it's at Sephora. And it has a minty scent. To actually get this NYX pencil, because I kind of want to deepen it up. And this shade is Plum. And the same way I did my eyes, I'm just going to do the outer V of my lips. Thinking, should we use her? Yeah, if we're going to take it there, we might as well take it there, you know. And this is like the mini, so like that's why you see me like holding it like this, which is actually good, because the full size ones, I used to wear them all the time. And the reason why I stopped was because the wand doesn't go to the bottom of the container, and I was not getting all my money worth. And with me not getting all my money worth, I wasn't feeling it, so I stopped purchasing it. I still love the formula. Like, me having it on right now, it's making me want to go out and buy more, because I love it. I love the scent, I love the look of it. Like, it makes your lips look up bubblegum fresh. But I just can't take that I can't use all of it. So we're gonna keep going with eyes. And this is the Fenty Fly Liner. And because I'm black, I will never forget like the name or like the advertisement for this. This is my favorite mascara, so it's only right we use it. This is Pat McGrath. It's really dirty because I take it with me everywhere. And this is the Fetishized mascara. I haven't tried her new one, but I'll probably grab it during the sale. Perk of the Sephora sale. And I love this mascara. It is so moussey. And if I could describe it to you, I would say it is a mixture in between Better Than Sex by Too Faced mixed with Damn Girl. And Better Than Sex used to be my favorite, like my all-time favorite. You cannot tell me I wasn't going to use that until I was 60 years old and gray in the head or gray in the fro. But then Damn Girl came out and it was like a whip formula, and I really like that. And this one is like both of them. It's like almost like the wand of Better Than Sex, a little bit of the pigment of Better Than Sex, but it has that moussey, like that mousse texture of Damn Girl. So it's kind of like a win-win, and you can create so many different lash looks with this. So I really feel like it makes you feel like you're wearing falsies, and it also kind of gives you like that old like 60s glam lash. And focus on the look, but this is our final look. I'm excited. So Expired by Binti Vegas, very different from the route I was planning on taking, but I love it. Super light, super fresh, bringing me those Mercury Retrograde intergalactic colors. So I'm hyped. Yeah. And all Sephora products with a few exceptions that I slid in there. Don't judge me. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I'm excited. It took me some time. It took a long time. I'm looking at time at the top of the screen. I'm not going to reveal it. Probably longer than it should have, but it's okay. Below, I'm going to do a giveaway, so put your Sephora wish list below for a chance to win a gift card. I'm excited to see what you guys are planning on getting from the sale. I'm so glad you guys tuned in and spent all this time with me because it is a lot. So I'm glad you guys were able to check it out. Love you guys. See you soon and hope you enjoyed. And don't let Mercury Retrograde destroy your life like it tried to do mine over and over again. Don't let it get you. You're better than that, sis. Love yourself. She is art. She is amazing. And you're powerful. Love you.